someone whom you love, someone that brings a smile to your face. It could be a person or it could be a beloved pet. Just bringing that being to mind, visualizing them there in front of you. Noticing how it feels to be in their presence. And offering them these wishes silently. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be loved. May you be safe and protected. May you live with peace and ease in your heart. Noticing how it feels to offer these wishes of well-being to this person or being that you're holding in mind. Still holding them in mind now, imagining that they are offering you these wishes. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be loved. May you be safe and protected. May you live with ease in your heart. Noticing any emotions or physical sensations that come up as you receive those wishes from this being. Taking another moment to savor being in their presence before gently releasing them from your mind's eye. Now I invite you to bring to mind someone that is a bit of a neutral person for you, someone you may know but not know well. Perhaps you encounter them regularly, but don't really have a deep relationship with them. Someone you see at the grocery store, perhaps your mail carrier. Bringing to mind someone that you know of but don't know too well. Holding them in mind and offering them these wishes. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be loved. May you be safe and protected. May you live with peace and ease in your heart. And still holding them in mind, imagining that they are now offering you these wishes. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe and protected. May you be loved. May you live with peace and ease in your heart. Noticing how it feels to extend those wishes of care to them and how it feels to receive those from them. And gently releasing them, I invite you to bring to mind now someone who is challenging you. It does not need to be a person who's causing you great harm. Choose someone that feels right in this moment, someone who's been frustrating you, or you've just been having some discomfort or challenge with. Holding them in your mind, I invite you to offer them these wishes. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be loved. May you be safe and protected. May you live with peace and ease in your heart. Noticing how it feels in your body, any emotions that come up as you offer those wishes to this person. Still holding them in your mind as they offer you these wishes. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be loved. May you be safe and protected. May you live with peace and ease in your heart. Noticing how it feels to receive those wishes from them. And releasing them from your attention. I invite you to hold all the people around you in this room. Expand into your awareness, all the people in Miami, everyone in the state of Florida, expanding around the world, holding all living beings in mind, and offering all of us these wishes. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be safe and protected. May we be loved. And may we live with peace and ease in our hearts. Releasing our attention, listening to the sound of the chime. Slowly, gently opening your eyes, lifting your gaze.
Our next hymn today will be number 1014 in the Teal Hymnal, Answering the Call of Love. Please feel free to join. promise of the Spirit, faith, hope, and love abide. And so every soul is blessed and made whole. The truth in our hearts is our guide. We are answering the call of love. Hands joined together as hearts beat as one. Emboldened by faith, we dare to proclaim we are answering the call of love. Sometimes we build a barrier to keep love tightly bound, corrupted by fear, unwilling to hear, denying the beauty we found. We are answering the call of love. Hands joined together as hearts beat as one. Emboldened by faith, we dare to proclaim we are answering the call of love. A bright new day is dawning, when love will not divide. Reflections of grace in every embrace, fulfilling the vision divine. We are answering the call of love. Hands joined together as hearts beat as one. Emboldened by faith, we dare to proclaim we are answering the call of love. We are answering the call of love.
Amazing. So this month we've been talking about love, and we're going to close it out with talking about the love that we have for our community. So obviously you've heard words all around community and kind of who we want to be. You've heard our unison affirmation, our own covenant that we came up with as a community recently, and a couple of readings about, you know, what the beauty, the ease, and the challenge of being with people and community can feel like and can be like. And so today's message is going to be kind of short. It's going to be really a reflective time for us. I'm going to invite you to think back to the past and to consider the future to help inform your now. So this month's kind of theme of liberating love really resonated for me, because finding the UU faith community, UU as a religion, and our UU Miami community has felt liberating to me personally, right? I found a community of people who would not tell me what I should believe, tell me what I should do in any given moment, but invited me in as a seeker, right? To ask questions, to explore, to dive deeper into what I feel like is my journey. I think that what I loved about the openness, and also contributes to the challenge of the community sometimes, is just that we all have such different paths to finding this community of seekers. We can believe such different things about the spirit, universe, God, goddess, whatever we are talking about, or humanity. But most importantly for me, I think that this community felt liberating because I found it as a group of people who I could be with, who I knew felt the same about how I wanted to be in the world, how I wanted to treat others, how I wanted to kind of be in the world with people, but also with nature, our resources, our environment. People who understood that living with compassion, equity, and justice was not an easy path, that it took a lot of inner work just as much as it takes outer work, right, in the service that we do for others. So we found ourselves at UU in 2016. Speaking for myself, I think trying to connect to something bigger, also trying to understand what was going on in the world. It was an election year, in case you recall. It was a wild time. Certainly has gotten a lot wilder. But I think I was seeking this community that would help me and encourage me to ask the questions and explore those paths, right? Rather than come and say, we have all the answers for you. Here they are. Hope you believe them. So that was my path here, the very, very short version. And now I'm going to invite you to reflect on your path here. So we'll be using the sticky notes. Take a moment, grab your sticky note and your pen or your pencil, and think about, how did you find your way to UU? Or if you're guests, this is really a Pontier party today because my amazing in-laws are here. If you're guests here, think about how you found your way to your own religious community. What were you seeking? Just jot down a note or two, whatever comes up for you. For those of you who are UU Miami members and friends, why did you join this community? Whether it was a long time ago or just a little bit ago. What was your why back then? And if you're online with us today, feel free to put your why in the chat. We can read it out, or we can put it on some sticky notes. That'll go up at the end. All right. So that was your why in coming to this place, which may or may not be different than the answer to the question of, why are you here now? Why are you here in this moment, still showing up? Is it different than your why back then? Take a minute to write down why you're here in this community with us now. It's okay if there's one answer or 10. No right answers, just answers that are right for you. So all of us here love this community in some way, shape, or form. Some of us for very, very, very long time. We have some members in this room who have been here for many decades, and some very, very new people and everything in between. So we all love this community for different reasons and in different ways. It makes me think of, for the psychologists in the room, the 5 love languages. You know, there are different ways that people show their affection or their care, right? Different ways that feel more natural to them. Those 5 ways can be words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, gifts, and physical touch. So normally we talk about this in relationship with others, but I wonder if you've ever considered how your preferred ways of showing affection or care or love might extend to how you show that to our UU community. So if you're someone who likes to do acts of service, how does that show up in your interaction and your experience in UU Miami? If you're someone who loves quality time, maybe you're somebody who always wants to be here, right? Physically present in the sanctuary for everything. Think about how the ways that you tend to show your love and care and affection show up in this community, right? We've been talking for the last few weeks, kind of in the announcements and reminding you all that we're going to be launching our pledge drive today over lunch. And so I feel like this is the perfect time to think about how we show up for our community, right? There are lots of ways that we build this community, that we grow this community, that we show up for each other here. It's not just the Sunday service, right? There's so many opportunities to be together, to connect, to grow. So what could be some ways that you show your love for our community? So if you still have sticky notes, take another one out. And I invite you to write 4 things that you do right now to care for this community. And it can be for the people in our community, or it can be for, you know, our space, our campus. Write down a few things that you're doing right now to care for our community. How does that show up for you? And as you think about what you do now to care and build and grow and nurture our community, what are 2 more things that you could start doing? What would be 2 new things you could do? Thinking about your preferred ways of being in relationship with others, of being in our community. Use your imagination, dream big. They could be things that feel really comfortable for you and would be easy for you, or they could be things that stretch you, or something that you've always wanted to do here, see happen here that never has. Just thinking about how you want to care and show up for our community and for you. And if you're interested and willing to share, I invite you to take the sticky notes and come over and put them on this blank wall over by our lovely banner. And just stick them up there. And I invite you after the service So check them out. Read everybody else's. See what everyone's whys are. See the ways that they care for their community and some of the new ways they might care for our community. So I'll give you a minute to put your stickies up.
As is our tradition at UU Miami, we have a time of offering. You can donate to this congregation, to UU Miami, but also to the Women's Emergency Network. The Women's Emergency Network is a nonprofit organization that assists individuals in exercising their right to reproductive choice. Like us at UU Miami, they believe that every individual must have the right to decide if and when to have children. So we have two ways to donate. First, whether you're online or here in the sanctuary, you can open your camera app and donate via the QR code on the screen. Just be sure that you choose how you want that money to go, right? You should see a drop-down menu and it'll let you choose. Our second way, if you're here with us in the sanctuary, there will be a basket that's passed around and you can leave your offering in it. And I see both Javi and Luigi ready to go. This congregation is so important to us, a community of memory and a community of hope. Let there be an offering to sustain and strengthen this place and the work we do in the world.
Our closing hymn today is also in the teal hymnal. There is a change for Derek and Joseph to note that we will only do the first two verses, only the first two verses of number 1017, Building a New Way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way, feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way. We are working to be free. We are working to be free. We are working to be free. Hate and greed and jealousy. We are working to be free.
All right, we have some announcements and some gratitudes. We're going to start first with gratitudes. First off, thank you to our staff. Of course, behind us we have Joseph and Alex, always for sharing your beautiful, inspiring music with us each week. Jairo, who is our communications director, who's creating a lot of the visuals that you're seeing around. Cheryl, our business manager. Jessica Lamb, who's not in the room at the moment, but she is back inspiring everybody as director of religious exploration. Our childcare workers, who are in the playroom each week. Luz, our yoga teacher. Derek Mastelier behind the scenes, who is running our sound and live stream. Our greeters today, I know I saw CJ was out there for a bit, whether that was official or unofficial. Luigi's usually back there too. Of course, Christine for her message of community in these trying times. And finally, all of you for joining us this morning. Keep an eye out. Your weekly email is always hitting your inbox towards the end of the week. It has lots of information about upcoming events and programming. And today's major announcement, right, is we are having our Canvas kickoff, being together today during lunch with an opportunity for everyone to talk to canvassers. These trained members, are you in here? I feel like I saw people prepping some materials. Am I ruining it? Tom's looking at me like, don't say that, don't say that. Well, we will have some trained canvassers, right, who are members who will help you update your information in the directory and your pledge for the calendar year 24-25. We're there, can you believe it? I was looking at today's date and like we're a 12th of the year into 24 already. This year's pledge drive will be different with canvassers talking to each and every member of the congregation. And we want to know your thoughts about the congregation, why it's important to you, and how we can continue to grow. Super similar to something we just did. Please stay in touch, please stay for lunch and for the kickoff. So there is lunch after service, suggested $5 donation. Thank you to Martha, who's back there. As soon as the doors open, you will see her, because it's Martha. You know it's going to be good. And let's see. All right. So I think in a second here, because I just did that real quick, we're going to have a new slide up, and you will have a QR code that can take you to the website for 30 Days of Love, which is a Unitarian Universalist Side with Love initiative. This annual initiative offers a month of spiritual nourishment, political grounding, and shared practices of faith and justice. 30 Days of Love runs from Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 15th, through Valentine's Day, February 14th. So please join many of us in the congregation and sign up for this month's offerings. And next week, just to get you excited, we have Reverend Tom will be back up here, and he's going to preach on what does working for justice and equity in our everyday lives look like. And then after the service will be our monthly social justice meeting with special guest Geneva Claus from PACT. I know I'm going super fast, so that's why I'm pausing. And then, remember, we are having a talent show on February 9th. If you or someone you know, they don't have to be in this physical room or this virtual room, right? If you or someone you know has a talent or is on the verge of a talent, please let them know about our upcoming UU Miami Got Talent show. You can contact Alex Colalizzi, our music director, or when she comes back in, Jessica Lamb, our director of religious exploration, for details. I will tell you, because I don't think it's on here, there's a bit of a rehearsal for it this coming Friday on February 2nd, although I'm quite sure we'll welcome everybody with open arms, even if you don't make the practice. Don't get mad at me for saying that. All right, we have reached the end. So we will have the doors open for the food. I invite you, as Christine did, to please come take a look at what everybody posted on the Post-its. To the extent you're comfortable, greet each other, say hello, enjoy some time with lunch, and we will kick off our Canvas campaign. Enjoy the day.